Alright, quick video here today on how to make your own easy build portable air tank. And what's great about a portable air tank is you can take air anywhere you want. You know, you can put this on the back of an ATV, you can take it out to camp and run an air tool, fill tires, whatever. And you're only limited by the size of the tank by your imagination, because you can make this out of almost anything that'll hold a good amount of air or pressure of air. And let's start with an easy one for you to wrap your mind around, which is just to use a compression tank for a water pump system. And the purpose of a compression tank, of course, is so that your pump isn't constantly running. Okay, so it'll pump this up and give you some back pressure, so it doesn't have to constantly run and burn itself out. But this one I got for free. Somebody had bought it, and I think they bought the wrong size, and they gave it to me. They thought I'd make a stove out of it, but when I looked at it, I thought, wow, this would make a really great portable compression tank. And I'll show you why in a minute. And these come in many different sizes. They're available at your local scrapyard for very inexpensive. And hey, when you go to your local scrapyard, if they say no, you can't take a look around, go to another scrapyard and say, can I take a look around? I'll give you a few bucks or whatever I can find. They're probably going to be willing to deal with you, because they can make more money off you than they can selling this stuff for mixed weight, which is almost nothing these days. The price of scrap still remains really flat. So hey, it's a buyer's market out there. And let me go through this, and then I'll tell you some of my ideas for other compression tanks and bigger and better ones. Okay, so when you take this out of the box, it comes with a little stand down here, so it just sits right upright in the box. And when you pull it out of the box, this falls off, right? And I thought, well, why make a stand when I can just reuse this? So I've just epoxied it to the bottom, like so. Then I got a good base for my portable air tank, right? And what's great about these compression tanks for water systems is they come with this little needle valve here, which is the standard size, same size as a bicycle pump, or any. It's the same standard size as a car tube or a car stems. So that's my fill. And then what's also great about this is this threaded union on the top is this exact right size to put a quick coupling for your airline on it. How great is that, hey? You can just thread it right on there. I use Teflon tape, so I got a good seal with no leaks. And another great thing about these little compression tanks, or big compression tanks, is a lot of them actually have a bladder in there. And that also helps build back pressure, because the air will press against that, expanding it like a giant rubber band, and will actually hold more pressure in there. Now, some of these I have seen don't have it, but most of them I've seen do. Some of the older ones don't have it, put it that way. So I fill up my air here, and don't ever overfill an air tank. You're really asking for trouble. But this is actually designed with, see this seam? That's right where that bladder is. This is designed to hold a great amount of pressure, and I'm just putting air in here with a pancake compressor. I can't go over 100 psi anyway, and this little tank could probably handle 200 psi safely. So use your head, you know. Don't overfill something, overpressurize it. So I fill it up here. I can hold literally about 100 pounds of air in here. Take it with me anytime I need air. I can hook up my quick coupling air line there, fill a tire, run an air tool for a little bit, whatever I need to do. Put it on the back of my ATV, take it in the woods with me, put it on the back of a pickup truck, take it to a job site with me, whatever. I don't even need to run a compressor, as long as I don't need that much air, right? And you can make this out of almost anything, like I said. Another thing that's designed to hold a great amount of pressure is, of course, a propane tank. And if you don't know how to devalve a propane tank, see some of my stove making videos on this channel, and I go through that with you, how to safely do it. But and that's another good thing, is a propane tank has a threaded union right here where the valve stem goes in. You can take it out and then get an adapter and thread it right in there, and again hook up a quick coupling for an airline or whatever you want to do. The only thing there is you're going to have to add an enter air nipple. Now there's several ways you can do that. A really great way would be they sell, it's only for tubeless tires, but they sell a replacement valve stem. And when you pull it in, it's got a little boot and it pulls really tight. So all you'd have to do is drill the hole, the correct hole size, and when you hold your valve stem up next to your drill bits, you'll be able to pretty well see what the correct hole size is going to be, because obviously it's going to be a little smaller because you want to pull it tight. And just drill your hole and get that replacement valve stem for a tubeless tire, and they're cheap. You can get like 3 of them for 10 bucks or whatever. And you just drill your hole and pop it right in there, and boom, you got your fill valve stem. And you could get big propane tanks, like the big LP tanks. I think they're 100-pounders, like you see at people's camps and houses. You could get some of them and make some really cool air tanks for portable air. You could also put it on a cart. A good way to put something like that on a cart is there's a type of dolly or hand truck that is designed to fold down. So a lot of you will know what I mean, but you can ask at your hardware store. So it'll stand horizontal or vertical, right? Well, when you fold it into the horizontal position, it makes a great air tank cart. And you can just use U-bolts to mount the tanks on there, or zip ties, whatever. It's only limited by your imagination. This is a new YouTube channel. All I'm trying to do out there is show you guys how to do a lot of things by yourself. And I hope I'm helpful. Any questions, you can put it in the comments section. If there's a project you want to see me build or figure out, let me know. Please subscribe. Please click like. Thanks for watching. Take care, and God bless.